Have you ever wondered why some messages are received exactly as you'd intended, while others seem to miss the mark? It turns out that communication isn't as simple as sending and receiving words. Today, we're going to explore two important models of communication that can help us understand how our messages are delivered and interpreted. Communication consists of six basic elements: the sender, the message, the channel, noise, the receiver, and feedback. To simplify the concept, we will use an analogy of a customer and his troubles with a gaming remote. So after the remote malfunctions, he goes online. Then he finds a new one and makes a purchase. The communication process begins with the sender, who conveys their thoughts, message, or ideas. In this case, the online retail warehouse is the sender, preparing the product for shipment. The message includes ideas, feelings, suggestions, or information the sender wants to convey to the receiver. Here, the packed box represents the message that the warehouse wants to send to the customer. The channel is the vehicle that transports the encoded message from the sender to its intended destination. The channel can take many forms, such as written communication, face-to-face conversations, or through the internet, among others. In this case, the delivery truck acts as the channel, transporting the box to the customer. Noise refers to any interference or disruption that can occur at any stage of the communication process. Noise can happen at the sender, channel, receiver, etc. In this case, noise occurs when the delivery truck runs into a traffic delay due to road construction. The receiver is the person who receives and interprets the message. Here, the customer is the receiver, waiting for his new gaming remote to arrive. The delivery driver hands the package to the receiver while apologizing for the delay. And finally, feedback is the receiver's response to the message. Once the customer receives the new gaming remote, his feedback is positive because the product works perfectly despite the delay. With these basic elements in mind, we can explore how they function in two communication models: linear and circular. Now let's first break down the linear model of communication. Here, communication flows in one direction from sender to receiver without any feedback. The elements are the sender, who encodes and sends the message itself, the channel through which it travels, and the receiver, who decodes the message. Noise can happen anywhere in the process, potentially disrupting the message. In this example, a news anchor is delivering information about a construction project. The message is transmitted through a digital broadcast channel to an audience watching on their electronic devices. As the audience receives the message, noise, like static, can interfere with the signal. Without feedback, the sender has no way of knowing whether the message was received or lost. In the circular communication model, communication flows in both directions. Feedback allows for a complete exchange of information. Noise can also happen in the process. Noise can occur within the receiver's mind. For example, stress or distractions can impair the receiver's ability to process the sender's message. This could potentially lead to hurt feelings or misunderstandings. It turns out the interruption to the news broadcast was caused by the very topic they were discussing, the traffic construction. Unbeknownst to them, the construction work accidentally damaged internet cables and other utilities. So, on a construction site, one worker receives an alert on their phone about a problem. They stop and notify their colleague. As the message is explained, the second worker nods in understanding, providing feedback that they've received the information. This back and forth exchange of messages and feedback ensures that the communication loop is completed and both workers are on the same page. And in breaking news, communication can be a one-way broadcast or an interactive exchange. So stay tuned for more updates.